Hello students. Today we are going to see this topic in chapter 8, 18, uh, advantages of EDI, EDI components, EDI standards and UNEDI fact. Okay, so here you can see that first of all we'll see what is meant by EDI. So EDI means electronic data interchange. Okay, so this chapter is fully going to describe us about what is EDI and how this EDI works and what are all the components of EDI and advantages of EDI. And you can see that we are going to study about UN slash EDI fact. So EDI means electronic data interchange is the exchange of business documents between one party to another party electronically. Okay, so far we have learned about payment online transaction. Okay, so not only payment, uh, currencies. Okay, change of currency from one account to another account, amount transfer, cash transfer, so instant payment. So everything is been seen in the previous chapter, but today in this chapter we are going to learn about EDI, electronic data interchange. Okay, so here you can see that from one party of business to another other party of business, the documents means the contract or MOU or even invoice. So these kind of documents can be transferred electronically by using this EDI. Okay, so EDI is a special software. Okay, that that follows a standard format for transferring documents from one party to another party. Okay, so EDI is a paperless trade and EFT is a electronic transfer, which is paperless payment. Okay, so you have to know the difference between EDI and EFT. Okay, EDI means paperless trade. Trade means the documents which are being transferred from one party to another party is using EDI to transfer it. But on the other hand, EFT means electronic fund transfer, so which means that it transfers some currency. Okay, so this is the thing that we are going to see here. The next thing is advantages of EDI. So this EDI was developed to solve problems inherit, inherited in paper-based transaction processing and in other form of electronic communication. So here this EDI first was developed to eliminate the problem which are faced by the paper transaction business. Okay, and other form of internet business. Okay, so this to overcome the problems which are faced by the paper government or paper business and paper transaction businessing and other internet they created this EDI. Okay, so implementing EDI system offers a common greater control over its supply chain and allows it to trade more efficiently. It also increases productivity and promotes operational efficiency. The following are the other advantages of EDI: improving services to to end users. Okay, so this EDI provides uh, service providing, improving the service which is provided earlier to the new ones to both the end users. is being done here in this EDI. Next is increase productivity. The when the issues or when the problem is being addressed, then automatically the productivity will be increasing. Next is minimizing error. Okay, so when transferring this electronic data interchange, the errors which are occurred by normal paper trade organization, uh, this EDI provides a more efficient and less error to this application. Okay, next is slashing response time. Okay, so slashing response time means it reduces the response time drastically. Okay, so when you send the request and the response will be imminent. Okay, so this is the slashing the response time. Automation of process. Okay, so when you give the input or when you give the document to this system, the output or the end of the transaction will be fully automated. Okay, no manual work has been done here, and here you can see that it provides the most reliable one. Okay, so next is cutting cost. Okay, so the main important part of using this electronic data interchange, it provides cost efficient service. Next is integrating all business and trade partners. Okay, so it provides all the necessary communication between this between parties, or in a group of organization. This EDI solution to provide an efficient outcome. Okay, so now next here comes the EDI layers. Okay, so there are four different layers here: semantic layer, standard, transport layer, and physical layer. So these four layers will provide necessary data support to this application. Okay, so first we'll see one by one. So in figure 18.3, okay, you can see the general layer packets of EDI. The orange section or the main division, and the green section or the packet properties. Okay, so the first thing is EDI semantic layer. So this layer is application level service. Okay, so two kind of application will be involving in this uh, service. Okay, one is application software and another thing is system software. So your document may be or your information may be of any software. Okay, so even software, even accounting software, accounting system, or even the document which belongs to the person who is not involved in this uh, who is not involved in this business proposition. Okay, so here you can see that the next layer is so the next layer is EDI standard layer. So EDI fact business form standards ANSI into 12 ANSI X 12 business form standards. So there are two different standards here. So based on your requirement, you can select any one of this standard. Okay, so standard means they will be having a format, or they'll be having a predefined procedure, so that it will not be affecting the workflow of other people's. Okay, So the next layer is a transport layer. So email, electronic transfer, point-to-point transfer, and World Wide Web. So these are all the other options which are available in this topic, which is transport layer of EDI. So the normal these things are available even for the normal flights. Okay, normal flights are normal uh, data transfer from one end to another end. Okay, so this layer is also known as transport layer. Next is physical layer and dial-up line internet and highway. So this service provider is the last layer, which is the transport layer. Sorry, which is the physical layer, which provides connectivity to the application. Okay, so this application will even send information and receive information. So the next topic is components. So as you all know, this standard document format, translation and mapping, communication software and communication network. So these are all the components of EDA. The next thing is EDI standards. So this standard is maintained throughout the EDI software to provide a quality service of transferring information in a very secure way. Okay. So this EDI, since EDI is the data transmission and information exchange in the form of agreed message format, it is important to develop an unified EDI standard. So this EDI standard is mainly dividing it into following aspect: basic standard, code standard, message standard, document standard, management standard, and application standard, communication standard, and the security standard. Okay, so mostly all the software will be working along this standard for providing a better efficient communication. Okay, so here you can see that there are particular standard for every aspect of a EDI. Okay, so here you can see that uh, basic standard, code standard, message standard, document standard, and management standard, application standard, communication standard, and security standard. So here there is a new organization called called UN EDI Fact. Okay, so UN means United Nation. So this UN means Unified Facts. Okay, so this you can see that since the application of EDA was become more mature, the target of trading application is often not limited to a single industry. In 1979, the American National Standard Institution created Standard Commission as NCASC. Okay, so develop a wider range of EDA standards called NCX12. Okay, ANSIX12. Okay, American Nation Standard of Standard Institutions. So on the other hand, the European regions have also developed an integrated EDA standards known as GTDI. Okay, GTDI guidelines. So GTDI. Okay, so this kind of this kind of explanation is been done by using this uh, guidelines of trade transaction, trade data interchange. Okay, so all these things is monitored by using this GTDI, and it will inform both the users and the administration who is involved in this process. And even you can see that they have just announced the EDI standards for this year. So every year they'll be updating the security standards. So according to that, you can see that EDI has some roles and responsibilities which has to be done by EDI to perform a effective service, which is a transferring of data or documents from one party to another party. So here you can see that this is a very important question. Okay, so write the components of EDA. It's an important question, and write the advantages of EDA. This is also uh, another important question. And the last thing is explain the layers. Okay, which are available in the EDA standards, and what are all the standards of EDI. Everything will be seen here. So the last thing is they have given some examples here. Okay, in the page number is page number 275. You can see the example of creating a EDI. So here the first thing which you can see that is the standard which is used here, and here you can see that it also provides all the information about the message, but in an encoded manner. Okay, so you cannot able to see it unless you have been authorized to see the device. Okay, so this is a important one here. And mm, so with this we'll finish the class today. We'll see the rest of the things in the next class. Thank you, students.